Hey everyone, so is the Google Pixel tablet worth buying? Yes, I personally think it is worth buying with some buts in there. So it is a good tablet. Of course, it is a Pixel tablet. It has the G2 processor in it, so it is a nice fast processor. You'll be able to do pretty much anything you want to do with it. Now it is $500 here in the US. That comes with the dock. I wish they would have an option without the dock for maybe $100 less. So you can buy this dock extra if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to, because it comes with the tablet. But I believe it's like $130 by itself. So I think they should have an option for $500 with it, maybe $400 without the dock. The dock it charges it. You can see these little bits right here. So it charges it. There is no USB-C charger in the box. You want to get the dock, so they want you to use the dock to charge it. It charges it. It's a speaker, and it also acts as a smart home hub. Now to the side, let's talk about the design. I do not think this is the best looking tablet that has come out even recently. So I mean, it's not bad looking. This one is hazel, but I think it looks very similar to the Amazon Fire HD10, HD10 Plus, as we see here. It's a better material than this is, but the way they look, to me, it is very similar. And comparing it to the Amazon Fire Max 11 that also just came out by the same time the Google came out, I actually think the Amazon, which costs only, I think it's $220 or $230 here in the US, it's under half what this one costs. To me, it actually looks better and actually feels better in my hands as well. Now, of course, that is my own personal opinion. I think this is a decent looking tablet. I just don't think it is a $500 looking tablet though. And then when you look around the device, you have the, I'm gonna call them ports right here, which you use to attach to the dock. And it does attach to the dock very, very strong. The top here has a couple mics. It has your volume rocker. It has your volume button. It has two speakers, mic, rubber bumpers right here. So if you were, or if it were to somehow fall off of the dock, it'll hopefully not hurt the tablet. Two more speakers and a USB Type-C charger, which again, you do not get the cable in the box, only the dock. And then the front here, to me, it looks like a tablet. I wouldn't say it looks anything special. It is 11 inches, and then you have a very nice display. So again, it is a decent looking tablet. It's just not the best looking tablet in my opinion. Now let's talk about a bit about gaming here. This is Pokemon Unite. You can see it can play graphics. Highest frame rate is high. And of course you have big gameplay, and of course this has no issues. Because again, I mean, this is a very much a high-end tablet. So of course you're not going to have any issues here. Hopefully you guys can see their FPS is at about 60 here. It goes from 60 up to 61, then back down to 60. So it is, of course, doing a high frame rate. No matter what you're doing, that's gonna be pretty much any game you play, any game you throw at this thing, it should be just fine, even in higher end graphic settings. So again, it just plays very, very well. Again, this is just the practice area we're in, but we can see, you know, I'm about to go down. It plays with no issues whatsoever. Moving on to web browsing speed here, we'll go to bestbuy.com. Again, this has the newest Google processor you can get, of course, being how it just came out. So it is, of course, very fast. It's not going to be quite as fast as some other tablets out there around this price range, but I mean, you're not really going to notice the difference though, because it is going to be very, very fast still. Best Buy is a little bit of a heavier website to load in, and you see it is very fast. So of course, web browsing, you're not really going to have any issues with. Everything will load in nice and fast. Then let's talk about the display here again. This is 11 inches, or technically 10.95 inches. What is called 11 inches here. It is 2560 by 1600, 16 to 10 aspect ratio here. It is an LCD panel. It is not actually an OLED display, which is, some people might actually like LCD over OLED, but of course OLED is usually a bit higher end. Again, it is a nice looking display. Like, I really have no issues with it. But like everything I've noticed from Google Pixel stuff is you do have to turn up the brightness more than you would on other devices. It does get nice and bright. It's just you have to turn up that slider more again than you would other devices. So even at like halfway, it is pretty dark. So usually I keep my devices somewhere about here, but as you can see, you can hardly see it. So this is a device, again, just like their phones, you'll have to keep that slider turned up. So again, it does get nice and bright, it just turn up that slider. So again, is this device worth buying here in 2023? Yes, I think it is. Again, I wish they would have added or had two options, one with and one without the dock. Maybe charge $100 less without the dock. Personally, that's what I would have went with. The one I do have here, I should mention this earlier. This is the 128 gigabyte version. It is the base version of it, again, for the $500 here in the US. But you can get other devices, of course. You do have the iPad 10th gen, that is $450. You do have the iPad 9th gen, which is $330, but goes on sale for less than $300 all the time. I do have the Amazon I showed earlier, the Amazon Fire Max 11. That is a bit over $200. Of course, that is not as good of a device as this, where the iPad would be. Then for a bit more money, you also have the Tab S8 series from Samsung, and those things go on sale all the time for about $600. Normally they're $700 or so. But then again, they do go on sale all the time for about $600. So again, more than what this cost, but it is an option that is out there. But yeah, you all let me know what you think. Again, I do think this is worth buying. For the $500, it is a decent tablet. I just wish it had the option of no dock. And then two, again, to me, the design just isn't quite there. It just isn't, to me, it does not look like a $500 device. Again, it looks very similar to the Amazon Fire HD10, HD10 Plus, which is a $180 device, $150 device. Again, you all let me know what you think, though. As always, I really do appreciate you. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.